Good evening, everyone. We begin with breaking news. Jerry Sandusky guilty on 45 of 48 counts in his sexual abuse trial in Bellefonte, Pennsylvania. The jury returning a verdict just before 10 o'clock tonight. The former Penn State assistant football coach will be formally sentenced at a later date, but will likely spend the rest of his life in prison. A crowd gathered outside the courtroom cheered after hearing news of the verdict around 10:15. Sandusky was led out the back of the courtroom in handcuffs and driven away by police. Sandusky faced more than 50 charges after being accused of molesting close to a dozen young boys, most of them now adults. His lawyers were able to get a few charges dropped during the course of the trial, but the verdict was guilty on 45 of them. Sandusky's defense lawyer, Joe Amendola, moments ago, he did say earlier tonight that he would have been shocked if his client was found innocent on all remaining charges. Jerry Sandusky guilty of 45 various counts of child abuse. A massive recall affecting hundreds of thousands of GM cars. The risk of engine fires forcing General Motors to recall its Chevrolet Cruze compact car. GM says the fires are the result of fluid dripping onto a plastic shield below the engine. The automaker says at least 30 fires have been caused by the problem. The recall covers cars built from September 2010 through May of this year. No injuries have been reported. The Cruze is considered a crucial component of the GM fleet, boosting small car sales for the world's biggest automaker. Repairs take about 30 minutes. The dealership will cut through the plastic engine shield for you, allowing those fluids to drain out. And we asked our Facebook fans if they've ever had a car recalled. We got a few comments tonight. Carl Pierce, I've had a lot of cars recalled. The problem is usually fixed in a short period of time. Better to have a recall and a repair than to not find out until you're stranded somewhere. As always, you can like us at facebook.com/NBC25. The U.S. government says it's investigating a problem involving tens of thousands of Chrysler 200 mid-size sedans. The probe involves about 87,000 vehicles equipped with a 3.6-liter V6 engine from the 2011 model year. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says it has received 15 complaints of engines stalling without warning while coasting to a stop. The probe could lead to a recall. Flint teen murder suspect Mark Jones back in police custody, facing additional charges after being on the run for nearly a week. NBC 25's Mike McManaman has more on Jones' arrest and what's next for the accused killer. And Mark Jones was arraigned earlier today on 2 additional charges: escaping from a juvenile facility and unlawful drive-away. He'll be back in court July 5th. Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa in now, and Mark, some folks had another afternoon shower. We got some rain here at the studios.
Yeah, minimal amount.
Sounds good. Thank you, Mark. The University of Michigan Flint announcing a tuition increase for next school year. An in-state student taking 15 credit hours will now pay a little over $4,700 a semester, a 3.6% increase over last school year. The tuition increase for graduate students is 2.8%. The Board of Regents also raising room and board 3%. School officials say the increases are necessary but should not be crippling to their student body. The university is scheduled to get additional funding from the state in October after scoring well in the academic areas of science, technology, engineering, and math. Flint's community mental health is getting a big financial boost after more than a 3-year wait. The federal government awarding more than $600,000 to CMH to expand access to basic care. Community mental health using the money to open 2 new centers in Flint that will serve the homeless and individuals who live in public housing. It's a new area of care for the center, but they're excited about providing additional levels of care. The state's Human Services Director denies that Michigan is dragging its feet over restoring welfare benefits to thousands of people who were cut off because they exceeded a 5-year limit. A Genesee County judge has set a July 16th hearing to determine if the department is indeed in contempt. He ruled in March the state can't take away benefits under the federal limit if recipients still qualify for cash assistance under state law. Human Services says it's working as quickly as possible to fix the issue. A reminder, 2 lanes of southbound I-75 in Flint Township closed overnight for bridge repairs. Crews say they need more time to fix the Miller Road Bridge after it was damaged by an oversized truck more than a week ago. MDOT says the 2 lanes will be closed until sometime tomorrow morning. Senator Debbie Stabenow in Burton this afternoon to talk about bio-based manufacturing. The Democratic senator toured Landau Packaging as part of her Grow It Here, Make It Here initiative. Stabenow is touting her farm bill, which improves the marketing of bio-based products and increases access to capital for bio-based manufacturers. Landau specializes in biodegradable packaging. And just a reminder, you can get your news, weather, and sports information anytime, anywhere you go by downloading the new NBC 25 mobile app on your smartphone. It's brought to you by Merrill Technologies Group. You can find it on our website, mynbcnews.com, or search NBC 25 in the Apple and Android app stores. And still ahead on NBC 25 News at 11, an ugly collision between a car and train leaves one person dead in Indiana. Stay with us. And welcome back. St. Mary's of Michigan is encouraging people to get moving. Their new Be Healthy for Life campaign kicking off this weekend with their 34th annual Saginaw River Walk. There are 2 races, a 10K run and a 5K walk run. And if you need any incentive or encouragement, there's live entertainment, free massages, and refreshments. The races kick off tomorrow starting at 8 a.m. Boat racing fans will fulfill their need for speed this weekend as the annual Dow River Roar returns to Bay City. This year's race marks the event's 25th year, and there's plenty in store with concerts, a carnival, charity donations. Tonight's concert featured 80s rockers Cinderella, Skid Row, and LA Guns. For race fans, nothing tops these boats. Soccer players are taking over Saginaw Township this weekend. The United States Region 2 Youth Soccer Tournament featuring over 200 teams and more than 4,500 boys and girls taking part. Organizers are expecting the tourney to give the economy a big boost while seeing their vision come true. The tournament runs through next Wednesday. Coming up after the break, the Tigers try to get back to the 500 mark in the Steel City. Standing in their way, the resurgent A.J. Burnett, who is going for his 7th straight win. Jared Smith in next with highlights. All right, thanks, Mark. This is my final newscast for NBC 25. It's been a pleasure coming into your homes the past 5 years. In the words of Brent Musburger, I've had the best seat in the house. Thanks for sharing it. I'll see you down the road.
Good stuff, man.
Good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate that.